Hello, everyone, and this is a review for episode 7 and 8 of The Last Man on Earth. My goodness. Oh my gosh, dude. You guys are ready for this? Because I don't think you guys are ready for this. But yeah, and the game changer, I will say straight up spoiler, 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 spoiler if you guys don't want to hear about the whole game changer. And the game changer happens the next episode, in episode 8. So episode 7, you're fine. Episode 8, if you really want to see the game changer on your own, yeah, it's a good idea to turn it off on episode 8. But hey, let's get started, shall we? So, like many times, well, this time is actually new. So, what I thought was at first it was going to be a replay of him getting dissed by her because he was telling her his emotions, and instead he luckily took a curveball and made her say, "Oh, that's what I'm going to tell the Carol." But anyways, it actually went to opposite way, and I was like, "It's a dream. It has to be a dream." I was like, "Yep." And freaking dang, child went crazy. Ooh, ooh. It's like, wow. So, yeah, some music is pumping loud. Woke him up. So, after that, he basically closed the thing, tried to go back to sleep, and it was kind of funny. So, it was an on again, off again sleep, dream. So, yeah, it happened, and then it turned into a nightmare. So, basically, he was having nice good Humpty Hump sailor with freaking Melissa. And then when he went back to sleep, he had Melissa and freaking Todd. Todd was like, oh my gosh, that was some bull crap. Man, I feel sorry for him. Well, anyway, so yeah, now Carol is confronting Phil about the toilet. Yeah, the pool toilet. The fact that it smells. And we find out that Carol actually uses the hotels. So she finds a hotel room that she, yeah, able to go in, and then she used the bathroom there, and then that's it. It's like, okay, so you use the bathroom in the hotel. So that means that basically in all the hotels to come, when someone actually is, he doesn't know about the Tucson thing, he wants to go to sleep. So you're telling me that this poor sap, when he's like, ooh, a hotel, as soon as he goes into the hotel, he's gonna find poop and piss in it, and that's kind of horrible. That's really, really horrible. Oh boy. Well, anyway, so Carol is so pushing to Todd, and Melissa is having, yeah, sex. Yeah, good job on you. Yeah, good job, Sherlock. So Phil investigates, and Todd is trying to hide it. He tries it really, really well not to tell Phil, but eventually he cracked, and he said, "Yes, they have sex." And I'm like, "Damn." Well, anyway, so Phil's infuriated, and what we get is just how it happens. Kind of like what happened with Phil, except yeah, the episode prior where he actually was with Melissa, if he wasn't married and all, he basically would get that same exact scenario. The fact that they had some wine, she start kissing on him. After 1 hour of kissing, they went up the stairs, and she just straight up went wild. Crazy wild, and the music was on, and it turns out that the music kept on going over and over and over again because their boombox or whatever was broken. Whatever. Well, anyway, so I'm like, wow, oh, hey. So Phil, Melissa says, oh, yeah, yeah. The fact that she's like, oh, wow, oh, hey, Phil. It's like, wow, wow, that's just messed up. Well, anyways, screw this. Let's continue on. So looks like Melissa is a sex machine. Dang, you gotta admit it's horrible getting this. Yeah, this freaking series is just so crapping on freaking Phil. It's just crapping on him. And my goodness, it gets worse. It's kind of funny. It's like it gets worse. It shouldn't be called The Last Man on Earth. It should be called The Torturement of Phil or some kind of crap. Yeah, so anyways, yeah, whatever. So meanwhile, again, the child went crazy. Oh, oh. Yeah, it happened again. And then, yeah, Phil's so pissed. And Yeah, she's a freaking dang sex machine, apparently. Yeah, whatever. So Carol can take the music due to her machine, and she can't take the toilet pool. Okay, all right, all right. Let's. Oh my gosh, let's just take a little break right here. So, let me get it straight. Carol is husband and wife, right? And he tells her that music's been playing for a couple of nights now, very, very loud. She said, I can't hear it because I have a sleep apnea machine. So, wouldn't it come to the point of you being like, oh, so he can't sleep? Why not I get a sleep apnea machine for him? Smart idea. Carol, where the frick was your mind in that? It's like, yeah, I mean, if you really want the benefit from freaking dang, yeah. So, okay, let's continue on. So, they're eating together. Yeah, Carol and Phil is eating together. Carol is so non-intentionally mentioning Melissa's sex marathon. Yeah, the fact that they keep continue to have sex as if they're bunches of freaking bunnies. And of course, technically, you can straight up be racist at this point. Yeah, there's like two parts in here that is technically making. Yeah, this show is kind of like a bit racist, a little bit tiny bit racist. But hey, I'm not gonna bring it in here. So yeah. Anyways, Melissa mentions that Phil is the president of America. That's been a while coming. Yeah, we haven't heard that for a long while. We just heard it in the first, no, it was the second episode. And then after that, yeah. Well, actually, it's more like, oh, anyways, it happened previously. Yeah, when the other two came, we didn't hear that as much. So, yeah. So Phil forms a town hall meeting, and Melissa is fooling around during the town hall meeting with freaking damn Todd over there. And the grievance board has been created, and Carol is taking things literal when he said, for example, someone wrote on the board, we should make ice cream illegal. I'm like, seriously? He was saying that's an example, Carol, for you being totally into books and crap. Yeah, this is like, yeah, you see, this is why, yeah, you don't deserve crap. But anyway, so Melissa takes offense. Yeah, she was offended on a thing, and now she's freaking damn pissed. And yeah, just the fact of, yeah, Phil is kind of murking it up. Technically, for me, I would just say you should have just said no freaking damn loud music at night. That's what I would have said. There's no loud music at night. But of course, for Phil, it's even worse than that. It's just the fact that since the loud music means they're having sex, he tries to put a sex restriction. So at night, there's no sex being made. It shouldn't be sex. And there's no hands up. No one's hands up at all. And the couple fools around again. Yeah, the couple continue fooling around. And then everyone turns on Phil as soon as freaking damn Carol was like, oh, what about the toilet? What about the toilet pool? What about that? And I'm like, seriously? Carol, you're his freaking... Yeah, you're his wife. If you're a freaking damn wife, you're supposed to stand by your damn man. I'm like, seriously. I guess she, yeah, didn't have a proper marriage, you know? So she didn't have the whole having to hold sickness and in health. That. Yeah, I mean, what the frick, Carol? I thought she's supposed to be a wife, and instead of being a wife, you're more of a... Well, you are a wife, but you're a wife of a different kind, not an actual good wife. Sorry, but I had to go there. I had to freaking damn go there. Yeah, so she turned on him, and then everyone was like, yeah, raise your hand. Yeah, it's a good idea. The toilet freaking pool has to be dealt with, and that's what happened. So you had to deal with the freaking thing, and Phil is forced to clean it, but he's having trouble, and he actually fell into the freaking damn pool. Good job, guys. Good job. Yeah, you've made him, force him to do that, and now I get it. I get it. Yeah, he should have figured out some other way to do it, but it's like, well, other way. I mean, for right now, he had that. And besides, I would have already fixed the freaking water system, but whatever. That's just my thought. So he slipped in there. He was having a mental breakdown. He seriously was. The fact that he slipped in there, he was freaking crying. And Melissa just out of nowhere comes in there and she wants to talk to him. So, yeah, after he got cleaned up, she wanted to talk to him and she apologizes for the noise, saying that, oh, it's insensitive. I'm like, oh, really? It's insensitive. Yeah, why didn't you freaking do that the first time? Like, screw it. I don't give a crap. Look at your freaking damn house over there. Your house is so freaking damn big. Who can hear you go, ah, 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 oh, oh, oh. No one can hear you. So it's like, yeah, your music, you don't need the freaking damn music. You don't really need it. But anyways, so she apologizes. Melissa figures out that he has feelings for her, even though I could have said I think he might have did a good job covering, but apparently not. You know, girls are like that. They can figure it out. So, yeah, Melissa got him to talk after a while, and he basically comes up with the what ifs of what ifs he didn't do the freaking fireworks. He could be pounding that and all that crap, and it's like, oh, yeah, sure, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Well, anyways, Melissa basically loves Todd, yeah, and there's no thought without Todd. I mean, no matter what you try to say, it's like, oh, what if things would be different? It's like, no, but Todd, though. It's like, wow, it's like basically, let's see what's a good one. What if Hurricane Sandy didn't happen and all that stuff, but they were like, but the hurricane did happen. It's like, yeah, it's something like that. Well, anyways, let's see, where are we? Oh, yeah. And then, yeah, while she walks away, I thought Phil would have a evil idea. I don't know what in the world to say about that sequence that they did, but yeah, apparently he got an evil idea, and I figured he was gonna do like some kind of Old Yeller slash Godfather. Yeah, but instead, no, it was just a drive, and Todd kept on talking about freaking damn Melissa. And the fact that her sex animal, the fact that she's an animal in the sack, and the fact that, oh man, I feel like a teenager. It's like, yeah, yeah, that's kind of messed up. I do have to admit. I mean, yes, you're a guy, you're bros, you're supposed to share things, but it's really messed up if you're driving like this nice, awesome Ferrari, and the guy that you're talking to is basically have a dilapidated Beetle. I'm sorry to be a jerk, but hey, that's what Carol is—a dilapidated Beetle. But yeah, that's just crap. Well, anyways, so after that, I was like, oh, dude, he's going to take him to Suicide Rock. He's going to straight up make sure that the passenger side, he can't unlock it. So he's just going to straight up go full speed in the freaking Suicide Rock. But no, he didn't do that. Instead, he did what Hyde and Fez did in one episode of that 70s show. The fact that the foreign exchange student that wasn't Fez, they took him and ditched him in Michigan and drove off. Yeah, so he tried to do that, but he couldn't get himself to do it, and then he tried to fight it. He tried to fight so hard. I do have to admit, it was a little bit funny. I do have to admit. And I was like, oh, crap. Melissa's so going to hear about this, though. Yeah, Melissa's going to be like, oh, what did you do? I heard about you taking him over there. What you going to do about it? That's why I figured that she was going to straight up, yeah, whine about it and complain and crap. Well, anyway, so he basically couldn't do it. And then after that, he had a moment of thought. At this point, I was like, oh, dude, if everything worked out right with me and he has Carol, hey, we would definitely be friends. I mean, yeah, as for him having freaking Melissa, Yeah, somehow, by some stupid way, I marry freaking damn Carol. I know one thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say this. I'm driving somewhere else. Yeah, I'm like this. I'm going to go like somewhere far away and say, "Screw you, Carol. This is the end." That's how it would go. That was how it would go if somehow, freaking shape, way, or form, she got me to marry her. That's just how it would go. But anyways, so Todd, he's a very, very sweet guy. That's one thing, is that he's a very sweet guy. He has a tragic life, but yet he still stays very, very good. Well, anyways, Phil tries to clean up this time. Yeah, this is the second attempt to clean the toilet pool, and he did a great job. Yeah, he did it. And it comes to the part of where it's like, let me get it straight, Carol. Let me get it straight, Carol. So you're telling me you're his wife, and yet you can't trust him when he says take out your nostril plugs. Yeah, I'm like, okay, there's a disconnect here. There's a really big disconnect. What the heck is this? This is a really big disconnect. Well, anyways, so yeah, he finally did it. Got the freaking nose plugs out, and then she sniffed, and she's like, "Oh my gosh!" And then, yeah, she made a poop joke, and after that, we found out that now for the rest of the time, he's going to use a porta potty. Smart move. I don't know, that was kind of a smart move. So yeah, instead, it's just gonna stink up his house, which kind of brings to the horrible thing of, okay, so Carol, you still want to live with him, even though you could technically kind of smell the porta potty. Chances are you'll most likely. Of course, yeah, you're gonna rant saying, "Oh, you got some new petrol party." Blah, blah, blah. Well, anyways, yeah, let's go to the next episode. Yeah, so beware. I will definitely tell you what the frick game changer it is. So beware. Okay, well, anyway, so they have a campfire. Awesome. And Todd actually helped Carol out. Yeah, he did something very nice for Carol. He moved a bookshelf or some kind of furniture up there for her. So yay! And Todd gave Melissa a bracelet. And then Carol says, "Well, Philip, he doesn't give me anything." I'm like, "What the did you just say? Seriously?" Okay, let's rewind this. Let's remember what happened on the wedding day. The wedding day, he forgot to get you a ring. What did he take you? To the jewelry store. How many rings did you get? I think you got 20. So are you trying to say 20 isn't anything? Those 20 rings that you can kind of wear and sport around, you're telling me those aren't anything? And plus, I remember he did something else too, and I forgot what it was. Oh, yes. He gave you freaking damn water for your damn tomato plants. So is that not anything? Yeah. Reevaluate yourself, freaking Carol. Reevaluate. Reevaluate yourself. Okay, well, anyways, so Todd sculpts apparently, and I was like, it's just claymation. I mean, those are like ones that you can find in the 90s. Yeah, so I would bet if he could do like live action stuff, he can create claymation stuff. But anyways, yeah. So again, you have freaking Todd and Melissa showing some freaking public affection. Good job for you. Public display. Man, you're just gross. Y'all guys are gross. Yeah, so anyways, Phil accidentally broke in, and then jokes on him, the Phil figure, because he basically sculpted all four of them on a plank. Yeah, so the Phil figure actually broke off. So that's what broke off. And I think it was Carol who was like, "Oh, it looks better without the Phil." I'm like, okay. Carol, I think you have expertise in English, but when it comes to trying to get to someone who's you're trying very hard to get him to let you come into his home and live with you, I think it's a smart idea if you actually aren't stupid and insult him. Yeah, I mean seriously, maybe you should read the vows. Yeah, read the freaking wedding vows and see exactly what you're supposed to do as a wife. Because it really is kind of crappy that for 2 episodes straight and more, you seem like you're not a good enough person to be a wife. Let's continue on. So apparently they have DVRs they can use, and Carol ruins the series for them. So she has a series, and she keeps on showing lots and lots of spoilers, all the way to the part of ruining the ending of the series. Congratulations. Yeah. At least the good news is I'm not going to be like Carol. I'm going to tell you a big warning, a spoiler warning, and you can run for your life if you don't want to hear the game changer. I'm not going to be like Carol, who's just going to ruin it for you. I will tell you, and it actually will work for the rest. It has to be mentioned throughout the rest of this, so as soon as you hear the whole spoiler thing or you see it, run for your life, because, yeah. Well, anyway, so Carol wants to move in, and she uses Todd and Melissa saying, oh, well, it's been a few days, and they're practically moved in together. And then you have Carol in the door, and she calls him a scrub because he doesn't feel like fixing her door. And she was like, oh, I could just get Todd to do it. And like, wow, I mean, seriously, your freaking ways, your girl ways, the girl ways, it just disgusts me so many times. Well, anyway, so Carol tries to move in again. She tries yet again to just shove the whole, we can move in together, it's a good idea. And Phil has to have a therapy session. Yep, so he's actually at the bar. And spoiler alert, spoiler alert, run for your life. This is the spoiler alert of the game changer. You better run for your freaking life. Turn this off and run. Run, because I'm about to spoil it. In 3, 2, 1, go. He found a cow. The game changer is the freaking damn cow. Good news and bad news. Yeah, the good news is that, yeah, well, since you have the cow, that means you're able to have lots and lots of dairy products. That's good. Lots of fresh dairy products. That, I do have to admit, that is quite good. That's the good news. Yeah, let's continue on. So Melissa is being a jerk, and Carol sasses because when he opens the door, yeah, so Phil takes it home, and then after that, he's going to use it as some way to get their, yeah, you know, to show him that he's the man. So as soon as he opens, freaking Melissa Sass is being the jerk, saying, oh, I don't see anything. And then Carol's like, oh, it's an empty place. It's totally empty. And it's like, yeah, I'm like, seriously? And then finally the cow shows up, and they're all like, oh my gosh, a cow. Oh my gosh, a cow. And this is where the point where I was like, okay, well, Phil, I was with you on that part, but as soon as you said this part, I wasn't with you on that. So apparently Philip, well, anyways, Phil thought to make burgers of it. So he was going to kill this poor little animal, this poor cow, and just make burgers out of him. Wow. Yeah, you forgot about the long haul. That's one thing. It's like, dude, the long haul is much better than that. Not only that, but I think it's usually, oh, I guess it was. Yeah, okay, so we do eat the female and male cow. Okay, then, sorry. At a moment. So, yeah, I mean, oh my gosh. He wanted to kill it. Well, anyway, so Todd again, being useful, and apparently he, yeah, I was out of nowhere. It's like, oh, well, my uncle has a dairy farm, so I know how to make milk and lots of other things. It's like, wow, really? Just out of nowhere? Really? Yeah, and this is where the other racist thing happens. Just the fact of, Todd technically is of Spanish descent, Mexican descent, so I'm not going there. I'm just saying, technically, yeah, as you can see, yeah. Well, anyway, so Melissa wises off, and everyone turns on Phil because he wanted to keep the cow with them, and then Phil says he's lactose intolerant. Then Melissa and Carol wises off yet again, and then even the cow, the cow just straight up storms off, goes to freaking Todd's, I guess it was his backyard or something, and it starts grazing. Yeah, good job, cow. You piece of crap. Well, so Phil tries to wise crack, but it was bad taste because he was saying something about, yeah, so what Todd was doing was milking the cow, and he said, "Oh well, I bet you learn how to do that from your stripping days and all that stuff." I'm like, wow, that was a horrible joke. That really is. I mean, it fits Phil, but on the other hand, just it still is a bad joke either way. It does fit Phil though. So, excuse me. Todd has some facts and jokes. Yeah, facts and jokes about the cow and all the cheeses and crap. And Phil is able to cover because he's lactose intolerant. He's able to walk away without having to be like, oh my gosh, what else can this guy do? But anyway, so Phil steals milk late at night, and Melissa almost spots him. And then after that, freaking Todd and Melissa goes back in the freaking place, and you know what they do. Yeah, they've been doing that for quite a while now. I think it's kind of sad too. It's just the fact of if some dude, yeah, if it's like a renegade person that just comes out of nowhere, Phil will be able to jump the gun and save himself. Carol most likely might be able to save herself. On the other hand, I'm not sure. As for those two, there will be too much insects that, yeah, the guy can just creep up and just shoot them both upside the head and they're dead. Good job. Yeah, good idea. Well, anyway, so yeah, Phil eventually steals the cow back so he can look like a hero again. Yeah, later we find out that's his idea. So apparently they got a lot of cereal. Apparently they were going to eat. So they already had the cereal, but now they have milk to actually really enjoy it. And this would have... Oh yeah, I can't get to there yet. Yeah, so Phil hides the cow. And the funny part, I was like, dude, you don't remember? Yeah, it's like, you showed Melissa this place, and yet you don't remember that she could easily be like, I know where it is. So it's kind of like, yeah, you should have got a second freaking place to put her. Yeah, you should have had a second place. So, well, now let's continue on. So he tried to use the missing cow to gain more. Yeah, because he basically would show that Todd, he said he would tie it up and then bloop. And because of that, he will bring it back, say, I found it, and become a hero again. Yes, to have another moment of being like, ta-da. So anyways, they're all talking, saying the cow is gone and everything, and you have Todd being down. Not only that, but Phil is trying to make sure he shoves in the dirt. And you have Melissa, which I would like to say ew, because, yeah, so remember my version, I actually would be Melissa. One thing I would totally be grossed out is just the fact that Melissa is eating water and cereal together. Ugh. 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 Well, anyway, so Melissa defends Todd, and Phil is shoving his head in the dirt, like I said. So, yeah, after that, Melissa is figuring Phil out, and figuring his plot. So now, here comes the part. Well, first, Carol ditches Phil. Just the fact that, yeah, again, my goodness, because she wants to be living in Phil's house, which I'm like, just hold up. Like, for instance, if I want someone to be cool and be my friend and everything, I would just all of a sudden just be like, oh yeah, this guy sucks. This guy can't even freaking work. This guy's handwriting is crap. You think that helps actually make a friend? I don't think so. So right now, what Carol is doing is total crap. It's like, you think that works? You really think that actually works to help Phil out? I don't think so. Yeah, so yeah, she continues on doing that. And then Melissa wants all of them to search. And Melissa figured out the bar is a good place for you to hide it if that was you. And she most likely, yeah, she connected dots and think, yeah, it's you. Where were you? And then, oh yeah, that's where Carol ditches him. Is the fact of she's like, oh, if we were living together, you would have an alibi, but no. And it's like, wow. Yeah, you see, that's the reason why. Okay, let's continue on. So, yeah, so what the hell is that? That was weird. That was super weird. Okay, that was super weird. Oh, anyways, so my goodness, thanks a lot, you stupid sound. Gee whiz, you guys really want me not to do this, all right? Okay, sorry. Back to this. So Carol sasses off on he didn't. Oh, sasses on. Oh, she sasses on that he doesn't want her to live with him and stuff like that. Yeah, continue on. Broken record. So they're starting to search technically. Phil tries to cover himself and say, "Hey, let's try to do it tomorrow and get a nice little sleep on." But Melissa's like, "I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna do it on. I'm gonna go first." So yeah, she basically does it, and everyone else decides to do it too. And this is what I figured. So she goes to the bar. She checks the bar. The cow wasn't there. I figured as much. The good news is that it didn't end the way I thought it would be. I just thought it would end with the fact of the cow is just gone. Easy come, easy go. The cow was there, and now the cow is gone, so no more milk for anyone. Thank goodness they didn't go with my idea, because hey, I'm kind of evil. But it turns out that Todd found the cow. Oh my gosh. It turns out the cow was looking for more grass to graze on. So yeah. So amazing that Todd actually will cover him and say that he found it and not him. Because Todd felt bad on how Melissa cracked down on him. Because she was like, "Oh, you did it. You're the one who took the cow. You're the one who did it." Which I'm like, yeah. That's the reason why I don't watch Secrets and Lies, is because of that lady. And Melissa needs to quiet the frick down. Because, yeah, just so you have a man doesn't mean that you just turn into that. Used to be cute and hot, and now you just turned into a girlfriend. Yeah. I mean, a few girls are good. A few girls are good when they're girlfriends. But then you have some that turns the worst. Which, that's very, very bad. Turn into a crow. How about that? You turn into a crow. So, yeah. And then Todd is happy due to Phil because of Phil, he made it to Tucson. He found the love of his life, and now that was very, very touching. I thought that actually would help Phil with closure. The fact that he helped people, he helped someone, and that most likely will change him. And it's kind of funny that they were like, so he's like, I would not take credit for it. And then he takes credit for it. And I'm like, wow. And again, while he's doing that, the two are freaking, the same thing. Public display of affection. And, oh, wait. They were actually moaning, yeah. You had Todd and Melissa moaning. And freaking Carol thought it's a good idea to join in. And I'm like, oh, hell no. Please, no. Just no. No. And Melissa messed up now. Yeah, she messed up. And Melissa tries to figure crap out again. And yeah, here's the last moments. The last moments is that Carol finds the cow in her house. And and it was funny that Phil was like, yeah, the funny part is that the cow can't go downstairs. And then basically Carol used that moment to move in with Phil. Which I figured that chances are, and of course, again, Todd is like, I can't believe this. This is the second time. Maybe my knot's not good enough. And then we fight. I figured freaking Carol used the moment of being like, oh, I could just take the cow, freak out it's in my house, and then I can move in with Phil. Like, like seriously. So she finally gets what she wants. The fact that she wants to move in with Phil, and now they have an actual shared bedroom. Oh my gosh. I'll give you another video to tell you exactly what I think. But these 2 episodes, yeah, it really is turned into let's crap on Phil episodes. The fact of screwing him over. Alright, let me just do one more thing before I end this. It's the fact that notice that now it's going to be a 2-week gap. Yeah, so there's not going to actually be an episode or 2 episodes next week, but it will be one in 2 weeks. So, yay, I guess. Well, anyways, thank you for watching and continue to support people. Continue to support me doing these reviews. If you really like it, please like. And definitely comment down below. I mean, this is not a ghost town. Yeah, because if you comment, it doesn't mean that you're going to straight up get robble, or boom. Yeah, so thank you for watching and stay tuned for more. Yeah, definitely.